anti-extension examples, really the goal of these exercises is to prevent arching of the torso. You'll see this a lot when somebody's holding in a plank. It looks like they've got kind of an excess arch in their back, or really somebody that stands, like this. You'll see this a lot of time with people that wear heels. They'll be propped up like this. And so these are great exercises to help counteract that effect. For our upper body example, we have a simple push-up. This is a fantastic exercise to really prevent extension of the torso and train quality, and just train the client to keep their abs tight. This is just like a moving plank. And what we're going to ask the client to do, we're going to put the stick on their back, or just something that they can balance to kind of give them awareness of the position of their back. I'm going to ask the client to come into a push-up position here. And if the client is arching excessively in this position, I'm just going to ask them to hold here. Okay, this might be the first month's example because we want to teach the proper position of their back, and I help them find that neutral spine. Once they've got that down, we're going to ask them to just drop it straight down, hold for 1 or 2 seconds, and come back up. The main thing here is once the client starts to dip down excessively, that's the time to shut the exercise down. But the objective is to balance this thing on their back. Progressions from this, we can do things like push-ups with movements of the extremities. So maybe a push-up with a leg raise, different things like that. As you can see, it's very difficult because the the stick there is falling off my back. But the bottom line is great exercise to teach what we call anti-rotation of the torso. Now for our lower body examples, we've got what is called a goblet squat. Okay, with the goblet squat, I'm just holding a dumbbell here. Okay, and what I want to do is keep my abs tight and just squat straight down. Okay, what this is going to try to do is pull me forward. So I'm just coming straight up and down. And as I get better at this exercise, what you can do is extend the arms out, make it a little bit harder, kind of increase what we call the moment arm. Okay, for our unilateral example, for our one-legged exercise, we're going to do what's called an overhead split squat. Alright, so what I've got here, got a dowel rod. You can progress to something like maybe dumbbells held above your head or even a barbell, but the idea is perfect form is what we are looking for here. So I'm holding the dowel rod above my head, I'm dropping it straight down, and I'm coming back up. Now again with this, I'm looking for the client to keep everything straight. They should drop straight down. I instruct the client shoot their head in the ceiling, keep the head straight over the bar. While at the time, what you'll see with this is an arching forward of the torso. So really be mindful of that. Once the client is able to do this with proper form, again we can go something like maybe 2 dumbbells held over the head, or something of that nature. Now for our pulling example, what we can utilize is what is called a one-arm row or a two-arm row. So at the beginning, I might have my client, performing something like a bent-over row. Again, it's trying to pull them forward. Okay, and you can progress into what is called a one-arm row, where you're just pulling with one side, again forcing one side in particular to stabilize, therefore making it harder. So those are a couple tools that you can utilize to teach anti-rotation. Pick one exercise for upper and lower body, alternate it every couple weeks, progressive as necessary, and those are your anti-extension exercises.